Welcome back, everybody. We are doing one more video on 11.3.4 before I go home to download 11.3.6. It's sitting here waiting for me. And while that is tempting, I want to do this final video because the whole point of this will be to test out how much these modes actually matter. Chill, average, assertive. This particular course comes to mind because it was what caused a failure condition with a RoboTaxi trip not too long ago in chill mode. And the reason being, we have to make a left onto an on-ramp type scenario and then subsequently change lanes all the way to the left to properly enter the 15 south to the 8. Now, when I encountered this problem a few days ago, it got into the middle lane and was not going to get all the way over to the left before finally I had to take over to prevent a missed turn and wasting my customer's time. So approaching this as a scientific experiment, we need to use a scientific method. So my hypothesis is that at the end of this testing, there will be no discernible difference between chill, average, and assertive. And there will be some known unknowns like traffic interaction with other people and such. But generally, doing this enough should highlight if there is any real difference between them. We're going to do each mode 3 times. Chill, average, assertive. And I'm not going to do minimal lane change because in this scenario, it doesn't really make sense. That being said, each mode will be broken down in the chapter segment of the video, so if you want to fast forward or move around, jump around, look at this however you like, go ahead and just use the chapter points on the bottom of the screen to get there. And if I think of anything else, we'll figure it out as we go. So we are in chill mode, and we're going to go ahead and depart. I'm going to go ahead and have this fully expanded, because we've already verified that the course is correct, and we'll see what happens. I really hope that this isn't going to be caused by the merging behavior, because it'll sort of render our experiment moot. But we'll see. I definitely wanted to get this done before updating though, just in case there is any measurable difference in the performance of 11.3.6. Alright, so we are clear. And I am replicating the same maneuver that I encountered with that trip with the customers because it stood out. So we'll see how this goes. Now, I've got the same settings as I've always had as far as speed limit and such, just a 10% offset. Other settings don't really matter now because version 11 has overwritten legacy code. But let's see how this goes. This is the kind of testing that I've wanted to get back to. It's not too often that I find something just while driving customers around that could be a really repeatable test case. Again, my hypothesis is that there's going to be no discernible difference. So I would love to be proved wrong. That's what testing using the scientific method is all about. I guess, funnily enough, this issue is on Friars Road. Oh man, maybe that road in general just wants to give the FSD a hard time. So we actually might make it through this. Perfect. All right, this is a really sharp turn here that the system didn't seem to be quite ready for. Nobody behind us, so we didn't get slowed down. There we go. Okay, so yeah, here we go. 3 lanes, and that was a really sloppy entrance. It was coming in fast and then went, oops. We do have a car next to us too, and that is our turn up there. We got to get over to the left that quick. And here's one of our known unknowns. We got this human next to us that is slowing down with us, as humans do. And now we got to jump all the way over. Trying to change lanes to follow route. It's, oh man, we got no one behind us. All right, taking over. Took over to safely get the car out of potential traffic. No excessive concern.
My grandparents, you know.
Sorry, my audiobook kicked in there. So that was interesting. Even in chill mode, it tried last minute to get all the way over to this lane. So we'll see how it does in the next 2 passes. It wasn't the best behavior. Now, Friars Road, I was looking in our mirrors and everything. We were clear to do that after that truck had passed us. So it wasn't an unsafe maneuver, but definitely not ideal behavior. Again, though, we had that human that popped out right with us and kept slowing down with us, preventing us from getting over. So that's why we're doing this several times to gauge the overall performance. But I think even though that human was there, the system showed a lot of assertion in trying to get to its needed route, which was really good. And we got over into this lane, but we were sort of coloring out of the lines, which is why I took over. But let's go ahead and zip on to pass number 2. Much better handling of the corner that time. All right, let's see. Confirmed chill mode. no traffic now. Accelerating. Starting to get over. Over again. There's the assertiveness we needed. Okay, that was really good. That was really, really good. I'm gonna take over to avoid preferential disengagement, no issue. I'm gonna take over to avoid the excessively long trip to get back to where we were, since that worked out so well. Let's do that again. Okay, going into pass number 3, I've taken down the blind spot camera for now, just so we have an unimpeded view of the screen during these maneuvers. I actually like it better when we're starting from a red light here, because we take this turn much better than we did the first time. Now, I'm actually surprised at how good chill is doing. We're still in chill, and it is executing with some serious conviction, even with that first lap, or first pass, having that person next to us for probably 50-60% of the needed time to maneuver. So this does reinforce my hypothesis that there won't be much of a difference between the 3 modes. I have a sneaking suspicion that, and again, I know I've been corrected by people on this in the past, but I seriously feel like the, alright, we need to go. Why are we, come on. It's acting weird there for a minute. Weird throttle behavior. Okay, we got somebody coming up on us, so I will continue my commentary after we hopefully fully execute this maneuver. Gotta get over again. And one more time. Amazing. Really, really good. Okay, so I do have a suspicion that since it's already done it once, that it's now doing it better, like it's been trained. But I don't know, I've been corrected on that in the past, that that's not how that works. But it seems to be the case. And of course, if you have another solution for me to better explain what's happening, please do. I want to be corrected and informed and be less wrong. So let me know what you think might have happened between then and now. Oh, lovely. Hey, I could try to simulate this without, but these are some of the known unknowns, traffic types. So just to show you guys, we are in average mode now, and we're going to see how we handle this. Oh, sweet. He's not going the same way as us. Cool. All right, Mew, get in there. That worked out well. Let's see how average handles the rapid lane changing to get onto the 15. And if I can get into that lane quick enough without anyone around me, I'm definitely going to try to get out of it, because it takes like 10 minutes to get back to the starting point if I don't, which is really a pain. Seems to be changing lanes about the same amount of time. We got traffic in the lane this time. Can we get over one more time? Oh, yeah. That was good. That was really good. So I'm going to take over and just kind of pull us back out. That way I can U-turn up here and we can get back to the start point. That didn't feel any different to me than chill, but we're going to do 2 more passes followed by assertive for 3. And anybody who wants to get really analytical, you can go frame by frame and look at where maybe the vehicles are getting over and if it's really a significant difference or not. But I thought that this would be a little bit more divisive in how the systems perform, but I also didn't really think there'd be much of a difference between the 3, but I was hoping for it to be a little harder, I guess. That's what I'm really trying to say. I didn't expect chill to execute as well as it did, given my very first encounter with that maneuver. And since it did so well, it again reinforced my original hypothesis. But on to pass number 2 with average. Clear road behind us. Feels like the same point. A little later, actually. But we are still managing to get all the way in. Very good. Go ahead and take over. Correct ourselves. So we can come back around. Now, one more pass on average, and then we'll jump into assertive, and then I'll give my final thoughts. So here what? We definitely discovered this is a heavy trucking lane. Oh man, I think every time we come back through here, there's been some rigs going through. Oh boy. If only I was in the Tesla semi-truck, man, then I'd be like blending in. Not really. All right, final pass, average mode. FSD engaged. We got the proper route. Let's see how this goes. Mew's getting real good at diving into this corner. Kind of reinforcing my thoughts on that subject. Oh, here we go. Weird. I don't think it's smart to ever be a pedestrian along this road, but you know, whatever. To each his own. Oh, we got to be really decisive now. Really decisive now. And you're being really decisive. Oh, the ability to adapt on the fly is super impressive, man. Wow, really good, really impressive with all the added traffic and everything. All right, on to assertive mode. Pass number 7, first round in assertive. Let's see how it does. That turn feels real great. Kind of reminds me of the 163 on-ramp turn. You know, that initial left. All right, let's see how we do. Gotta go all the way over. Traffic is backed up pretty far. We gotta get super assertive. Super assertive. Oh, really on the brakes there. No one behind us. Very assertive. Gets into the turn lane. And here are our first cars passing us. That's how much space we had. Not bad. Not a very comfortable experience. That would have been a disengagement for sure if I had a customer, because that heavy braking was just unnecessary. So that's actually, I think, the first kind of bad pass, aside from the very first chill one where the guy was next to us, but I would rate that one as being worse. But we got 2 more assertive passes. We'll see how they do. All right, assertive confirmed for pass number 8. Let's go. I hope I don't have to do something like this for a little while, because man, 9 passes of this is kind of exhausting. But hey, for science, we got a bit more congestion. Really backed up traffic here now. Really backed up, really backed up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yep, nope. Disengaging there. Excessive traffic in turning lane caused me to take over. Not enough time to execute.
Stark said.
Really unfortunate timing that somebody texted me as I entered that. So yeah, man, got a little tongue-tied there as I tried to report that. So I think we're running into an issue with more and more traffic, which this is, I don't know, this is bad enough that I think it's rendering testing the assertive mode kind of unfair, because my gosh, this is the first time I've had a pass with that much traffic. So I'm gonna try to replicate that without the traffic backed up for like a mile and see what happens. All right, here's our next pass. This is pass number 8, redo, and we'll see. Traffic is pretty heavily backed up again. Hopefully we can get through it. Come on, Mew, you gotta go, you gotta go. We got traffic now. Let's see, let's see. Darn it, man. What is up with this traffic now? All right, buddy, can you get over fast enough? Well, it's not as bad as it was last time. We need a rapid execution, rapid execution. You should already be getting over. Assertive actually seems to be getting over later, much later. Interesting. I don't know why. All right. I think we'll do one more pass for kind of our final thoughts to see what's going on there. So far it would indicate that chill and average are actually more accurate than assertive is. How counterintuitive. You'd think that assertive would get over quicker, but we'll see. We got another pass to do. All right, confirmed assertive on the last pass, given there isn't a traffic-induced outlier, which is what I'm considering pass 8 the first time around. Because I'm pretty confident that regardless of which mode we were in with that much traffic, there would have been a problem. But for consistency in our data, trying to replicate it as best as possible. So hopefully there isn't a traffic-induced outlier here. If there is, then I will just reset and do it again. Looks wide open. We have some cars behind us this time, including a police officer. Wow, we really accelerated around this semi-truck. We're getting over. Are we? Yeah. Nope, I'm gonna go ahead and take over. Vehicle was not able to execute maneuver in a decisive manner, not enough time, likely due to semi-truck. Alright. I do think that's an important data point, because Assertive tried to go around that truck. For science, guys, I'm going to try to do it one more time on Assertive to see if we can try to get it without all the excess traffic. Just so nobody can say that I wasn't fair to the Assertive mode. But so far, contrary to my hypothesis, Assertive does seem to be the divergence, but not in a good way. See you for pass number 10 or 11? I forget. What are you doing? What? Wow. All right, glad that was on camera. Path planning seemed to spaz out. I don't have a better way to describe that. That might just be Mew going, bro, we've been at this for like over an hour. Just stop. This will be the last one. Go ahead and engage. I'm wondering, maybe it's because this guy got out of his truck and it probably made the path planning or the neural nets think that it was an obstacle to go around rather than a truck to wait on. So that's my best guess for what just happened. We are confirmed in Assertive mode. No traffic behind us. Plenty of time to get over. We're accelerating a bit much here because we got to get behind this Lexus. And yeah, man, I'm not exactly sure. It just swerved us all the way to this lane. So I'm going to bail out entirely. I think I'm exhausted. I think Mew's exhausted. We're going to go ahead and give our final thoughts because holy shit. System completely failed to get over to the far left lane to take the proper turn. Yeah, my brain's baked. So sorry, FSD Beta team. That voice note was not really the best. But wow, yeah, that was a pretty gnarly way to end it, right? Okay, so based on all of our passes with traffic and without, we've been able to observe chill, average, and assertive individually on the same route with, you know, obviously different traffic conditions. Chill and average, to my experience, felt so similar that I wouldn't really give them much of a grade of difference at all, or there really wouldn't be much descriptive differentiation between them. But let me know what you guys think. Assertive definitely seemed to, I don't know, to me it felt frazzled. It felt like it was trying to do too much too quickly and couldn't think straight. Kind of like when you have way too much on your plate. You know, it kind of felt like Assertive mode is FSD Beta with a case of ADD. And it's just like, I don't know what to do. I got so many things I want to do, I don't know where to start. So, interesting experiment, definitely an exhausting experiment. I don't want to have to do that again anytime soon. Definitely curious to see what y'all's thoughts are, or maybe ideas for a different way to test it. But I'm going to go ahead and get home and get this stuff uploaded and start downloading 11.3.6 and get ready for a new Gauntlet video coming very soon. Take care.